not locked up in the cages. They were putting them right there in the bus with everybody else, letting them do their thing. Almost like they were daring them to fight, because you guys know that, for those of you that have done time, you know that transportation officers, those guys are cut from a different cloth. It almost seems like they try to find the meanest, ugliest, baddest COs to be transportation officers. They're all assholes. I'm sorry if there's any transportation officers watching right now. Maybe this is just something you guys do to discourage, cats from acting up or being disrespectful on the bus or fighting. But all the transportation officers that I ever ran across, it doesn't matter how respectful you try to be towards them, they're all assholes. And they love threatening to lose your property. If you motherfuckers don't know how to shut up, you don't know how to whisper to the guy next to you, your property's not going to make it to the next institution. Your property will be lost. They tell you that all the time, and they're dead serious about it. And if they didn't lose your property, they would just wait until they got you to the next institution. Of 1987. And this bus right here, it wasn't a routine bus. This was a special transport. This bus right here was moving a lot of the high profile guys that were in Folsom and San Quentin. They were moving them to Tehachapi Max, to the shoot program. So this was a special transport bus, and the individuals that they had on this bus, they had a lot of high profile, or what they were calling back in these days, high powered individuals that were on this bus. Now, the thing that makes this incident right here unique is that it involved 7 individuals from different groups. You had a Sureño, 2 Aryan Brotherhood members, you had a Nazi lowrider, a Texas Syndicate member, a Black Guerrilla family member, and a Nuestra Familia member. You had all 7 of these individuals going at each other. 4 of them had weapons, and it kicked off on the bus, and it was a good one. Again, this incident took place during the time when CDC were shuffling a lot of individuals around from Folsom, San Quentin, Tehachapi. They were putting a lot of individuals that they felt were part of leadership in Tehachapi Max. And this was one of the many buses that would be making these runs to Tehachapi. And the funny thing about it is a lot of the transportation officers that were involved in transferring a lot of these guys back in those days, they did little or nothing about this conflict, knowing that they were putting mortal enemies on the same bus together. Even though they had anticipated something was going to happen,